And don't forget, it's the same link for the awards, and that's going to be on Monday, October the 11th, the official LA Punk Day at 7 p.m. Los Angeles time. So I'm going to start with Joselito. Tell us about Love Letter Templates. You got like a minute or two.
Okay, now the Mormons are here.
Hey, the Mormons! Hey!
Heck, I'll say heck.
So I'm going to start with you, Joselito, or we start with the Mormons? So, eeny meeny.
Let's start with the Mormons. I'd love to hear.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
Hello there, everybody. So, the Mormons, tell me how you guys came up with the Mormons, and how have you been playing in Los Angeles this long? Since what, 1998? Wow.
Yeah, it's been forever. Actually, Vince just ran out to go into the room to get his helmet. But yeah, we've been playing for almost 25 years now. It's been crazy. When we first started, we were called the Dyslexics, and it was good, but like we wanted to change our name and kind of give ourselves a look and stuff, and kind of set us apart from all the other punk bands that were out there. So this is Vince right here. So we decided to call ourselves the Mormons and wear the Mormons outfits.
So how much Mormoning do you do?
We Mormon all over the place.
It's your other job, right? Oh, that's your actual job. That's yes. So when's the next video coming out?
The next video?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're working on new music right now, so we're not
pretty soon.
Yeah, we're not doing any videos at this moment, but we already have one new song that we're playing, so we'll maybe do a video for that one.
Right. We're gonna have some time to what do they call it? Workshed, right?
Workshop, whatever.
I'm feeling that we're gonna have some time on our hands coming up soon, so I think during that time we'll have some stuff to.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for putting Red Steel Dawn, and you'll be playing in the first block, and that is today. So you'll be playing Red Steel Dawn, and so we are so grateful to have you as filmmakers and musicians, and thank you so much. Do you guys know Gordon Polk?
Thank you for inviting us to be a part of it. Thank you very much for inviting us to be a part of this.
Absolutely. Do you know fellow musician Gordon Polk over here? I'm going to go over to Gordon.
I don't know that guy.
Just keep folding chairs away from Patrick and we're all good, right?
He actually got his foot stuck in a chair at the last show, so yeah.
Yeah, what's new?
So Gordon, tell us what's going on with you.
Say what?
Tell us what's going on with you and the band.
Well, the band is fine. Sorry about the mask, you guys. If someone comes walking by, I'll get my fingers.
We're safe. We're safe. Everybody's safe with you.
Anyway, what's going on with us? Well, we've been waiting to get back into rehearsal. Right when COVID hit, we had 6 new songs and we were about to go in and record. So that's kind of a bummer. But we would be rehearsing, but I'm going through a surgery, which I'm not going to talk about right now, which is next Tuesday. Anyway, yeah, we're going to be playing. We're going to be playing. I know that we're booking some art gallery, which I love playing art galleries, in December. But,
well, good. We're going to catch up with you on that then. And amazing that you know, Nina Hagen was your wife. Like, wow, what a thing. 99 red balloons, huh? Well, let me go over to another musician right now, and this is Eric Unusual, who's also got a video. He's got a video right here. Hi. And he left LA and went to Texas. What everybody's doing right now.
I'm sorry, I missed that last part.
Why did you leave LA and go to Texas and leave the LA musicians behind?
I was living a lifestyle out in LA. You guys know. You know how it is. I found that same lifestyle everywhere I went to try to get away from it, but eventually in Austin, about 25 years ago, I finally figured out how to live right, and but I've still been kind of stuck out here and making the most of it. Yeah.
Well,
It's
thank
hot,
you
as
for
you can see,
submitting your
still.
film. Sorry. Thank you for submitting your film into the festival.
Oh, I'm sorry. Say that again.
Thank you for putting your music video into the festival.
Thank you so much for spotlighting it.
Yeah. And I'm going to go on to Kyle right here. And Kyle is a comedian and has a film. Has a film in the festival as well called, what is it called? Tell us about it. Come on, Kyle. Kyle Waters.
Got two projects. We got a music video called DME, which is about, I don't know if anybody has stocks out there, but the GameStop situation. We just kind of made fun of it, kind of made the video where we lose everything, including the wife and the kids, and it's yeah. I had fun making it, man. It's fucking great.
It sounds great.
got another little film in there called Starting a Punk Band in Your 30s.
Oh my gosh.
Enjoy your 60s.
Drummer's like 60. He was in the Falling Idols way back in like 78, back in Long Beach. And, yeah, it was just, we all had our own studios, so it just kind of made sense of the pandemic because you can't hang out with anybody else. So, yeah, that's about it.
So watch the film. It's going to be fun. It's playing today. So yeah, looking forward to it. Thank you. Thank you. Are you going to get back to doing comedy, Kyle?
Nah, I mean, I'm a director. That's my everything. So I'm definitely going to keep the music videos up and stuff. That was like main focus of starting the band was to make fun videos, like kind of bring back like the essence of the video, you know. So yeah, I mean, I'm focused on. I'm trying to get my first feature out by the end of the year, which is like punk rock drama. Should be cool.
Well,
yeah,
great.
focused on the director right now, but we'll get there.
Great. Well, I'm loving it, meeting everybody, and I want you to also meet Professor Daniel Nerry right here from Los Angeles City College. And I'm usually in his class talking about film festivals and marketing, and this time I brought him in. So I also know him from BAFTA. He's done some amazing work. So this is such a hi, Danny. Tell us what you're up to.
I'm here really as a member of the audience.
Well, lovely. Okay. And then
delighted to be a spectator, and I believe, is Lucky Bailey here?
I haven't seen Lucky just yet. Yeah.
Maybe you should send her the new link.
She has it. So,
okay.
Yeah, give her a...
Yeah, I'm here mainly as a fan and a supporter.
Thank you. And I've worked with Danny on some of my screenplays as well, and he's brought them to fruition, thank God. So this is the guy to know if you ever need some help with your screenplays, etc. All right. I'm going to bring in Joselito. Joe? I love your film too. Love Letter Templates.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, at first I just want to say Dyslexics Untied.
So
I was gonna ask the Mormons too if you guys have you guys speak like a ton of languages and stuff too, like when you guys play. You know, like all the Mormons, like the missionaries, they always like speak all these different languages. They go everywhere. You go anywhere. When I was traveling, I saw missionaries everywhere. It was great.
They're nice, right? They're nice people, right?
Oh, I love them. Yeah, of course.
Isn't that a trip? We played one time. We played in Provo, Utah, down the street from BYU. We were kind of nervous as to what the reaction was going to be, and because they're you're like in the the headquarters of Latter-day Saints, and you don't know how militant they are, So we went there, and then I was a little nervous, and like, man, are we going to get jumped? Are we going to get we're in like farmland,
All right.
They just corner you. And so anyway, I went there a couple of times. Nice, everybody's so nice. I looked around. I'm like, I'm not afraid of any of these people here. Like, people are really nice, you know. So we played the show, and it turns out they were nice. We gave beer to these kids and stuff. It was good. It was nice. It reminded me of us when we were like 19.
That's killer.
So,
That's killer.
Joselito, please tell us a bit about how long did it take you to make love letter templates?
Okay, well, I tell everybody it took me 20 years to finish it. A lot of people are wondering, like, what took you so long? But actually, it was a project. Love letter templates is really a collection of short films, short stories that I had written that became short films that I had made for the purpose of using for music videos, really to promote the record that I came out with in, congruent to the movie. So when I put out the movie really was an hour and a half long music video that's kind of scripted. So you can imagine Thriller, but a little not really cool as Thriller. So really, the movie itself is not like a punk movie per se. Like in a, if you were to look at it from the fashion sense, the really punk thing about it more in my connection and why I submitted it to the festival is because it is purely DIY, first of all. And secondly, I owe a lot of thanks to the punk scene because when I was a homeless runaway when I was a kid, 11, 12, it was the punk scene that picked me up, and kind of protected me. It was my community. It was like the skinheads in the city here. I grew up here in this city, San Francisco in the 80s. So I was involved in like going to the farm and saw legendary bands there, like going to the Mabuhay Gardens or the MAB, seeing legendary bands there as well. And then being in a band called Demented, wearing a shirt, playing in a punk metal band that opened it up for like Exploited, GBH, Bad Brains, Fake the Word. We were doing all that stuff in the 80s, and then like tragedy hit our band, so we ended up like putting it down. So the movie that I put together is also in a way kind of an ode to all the friends that we had from then that passed away because of drug abuse or mental health issues, and most recently it was a suicide of a dear friend of ours last year around election time. So because of that, I was like, all my friends are disappearing. I'm gonna finish this. So especially the friends that I was losing were folks that were always like my creative partners. And so after my best friend passed away last year, I was like, I'm gonna do this, and then I just finished it, and that's what I'm doing now. So I'm promoting just like the music we made from like a long time ago, but the movie itself is a collection of short films that I created in the past like 20 years. So the movie itself is a timepiece of the 2000s, kind of like the hipster dance punk scene. And if you were to watch it, it's not a punk movie, but you'll feel it if you know what I'm talking about or if you've been in my place before.
Can I put my 2 cents in? I think it's really interesting because it looks to me like as if it's a documentary feel, but it also, he put an effect over it, kind of looks like a cartoon. Anyways, and then Love Letter Template says it all. Thank you, Joselito.
Let me just say though, like if you do want to get into like the underbelly of it, like the subliminal parts, I do write about it a lot in the site. So if there's a way for you to get that barcode there, it'll take you to the site. It's called lovelettertemplates.movie. And then all the information and the soundtracks there.
Yeah, we'll put all that
again,
stuff.
Sandy, for like including me in this.
Absolutely, we'll put all that stuff up on the site for you, so no worries. And let's bring in, my gosh, like when it comes to the beach, I just think of oceans, like where I am, and beach jams and films. But oh my God, Dan Davis, he made Slaughter Beach. So bringing you in. Hi, Slaughter Beach, where are you? There you are. Tell us about your film. Wait, can't hear you. Okay, we'll come back in a minute then. Okay. So, yeah, figure the hearing thing out. And I'm bringing in Walter Santucci. Hi, how are you?
How you doing?
Good. This is a winner from last year, a finalist from last year with these music videos, and he has another music video. Tell us a little bit about your video.
Well, first of all, just thank
Why
you
you
for
made it.
inventing this festival.
Yeah.
The video is actually it's for a band called Detroit Philharmonic that a lot of their music is hip hop and classical, but every album they do, they put out like a couple of for real punk songs. It's not like, oh hey, let's dabble in punk. They just know how to do punk rock too. So the last couple of albums they put out had stuff that I made videos for that fit this festival. It's using a lot of footage from a feature film I'm putting together. A lot of backgrounds and scenarios. So the look and mood was something I was already creating. And yeah, not much else to say about it. Other than
Beautiful.
also, I'm just really glad to be watching all the films today because I looked at the list and there's so many films that sound so interesting, and I'm glad. I don't know if I'd be able to find them anywhere else.
Thank you. Thank you. That really means a lot to me because I just think this is an amazing platform, that speaks to everybody who's got the punk attitude worldwide, and the people who just love the music as well. I mean, the music and film coming together in this, it's just a natural progression, where you could really say like, oh, jazz and thrillers go together. I mean, but when it comes to punk and punk films, the music just naturally goes with it. So I love this platform. Thank you for believing, and thank you for being on it with us again.
Rock and roll.
Slaughter Beach, are we here? From Carolina. Can you hear us? Slaughter Beach. Well, it's a cool campy film, like inspired from like the 1980s campy horror movies, but it's set in a beach city, and I think it's in North Carolina is where they shot it, but can't seem to get them on. Yeah, so I can't seem to get them on right now. But anyways, let's talk to Reed. Hi, Reed from It Was DOA. Tell us about the music video and the story behind this.
That's right. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you great.
Excellent. Yeah. My name is Reed. I'm in Victoria, BC, Canada, and I made the music video for DOA's song "It Was DOA."
Yeah.
I started on it just over a year ago, and it took me 3 months flat, and I had a very sore wrist afterwards. I happen to have known Joe for several years before that. I helped him on a political campaign back in 2012 when I was just a student, newly living in Vancouver. And DOA was really inspirational to me as an independent musician in a punk band. I play in 2 bands called The Plodes and The This up here. And but I was also and I lived in Vancouver, so I could attend Emily Carr University to study animation. And I got my degree in 2016, and turns out I was woefully unprepared to work in a studio, as is the usual career path. But I plugged away at freelance work for a while, and then my grad film was a short called The Commute, which is actually streaming on a service called Means TV that you can look up. Exclusively, but I had Joe's email address from knowing him, and I wanted him to voice an angry bus driver, which he did. And then actually, right before the pandemic really got going, back in February of 2020, I happened to see DOA play here in Victoria, and I went up to him and said, "Hey Joe, thanks for doing that short a while back, and it's now streaming on Means TV. Here's the thing." And a few months later, to my surprise, when we were all in lockdown and I was unemployed, he said, "Hey, do you want to make a music video for DOA?" And I did. I did very much want to do that, and so I did. He just sent me the song, and me and his drummer Patty went back and forth on like character designs and story and gags and everything, and I drew the entire thing, edited it, colored it in 3 months flat, and now it's at the festival. So
well,
thank
I
you
love
for
that.
accepting it.
I love that, and I have to say that I think like punk films with like some cartoon in it is. I don't know. I just kind of like that look a lot. So, hey,
Yeah,
filmmakers, I think that you guys can definitely connect whenever you need anybody to do some animation as well. So
Yeah,
we
it's really
have
cool
just
to
a
be
small
able to,
amount of time left, and I
Oh,
think
sure, yeah.
we want to bring in Slaughter Beach right here. They're back again.
Hey!
Hey, for
All
real!
right.
And we also have a few more questions for the Mormons, so they're our special guests today. So, all right. So, Slaughter Beach, where are you? I can hear ya.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a shipwreck at Slaughter Beach, so had to raise up anchor and set the sails.
So tell us a little bit about Slaughter Beach. We're wrapping up quite soon, but we want to hear from you.
All right, first, thank you for having us.
Yes.
LA Punk Film Festival. Slaughter Beach is basically a tribute to 80s comedy and 80s slasher movies. It was kind of like a melding of putting like Meatballs and Revenge of the Nerds together with like a Jason movie. So we wanted to center the movie around two outsiders who find themselves by becoming the town's superheroes when they find that there's lots of crime and killings going on, and go on the trail of a killer fisherman named Fishman Sam.
Excellent.
So, yeah, we came up with the idea because the three of us were all college buddies. We started an internship here in Delaware. We had a gig down in Rehoboth Beach, which is in Delaware, and we came across this street sign that said Slaughter Beach, and that's where we came up with the idea.
Wow.
Pitched the idea for the rest of the ride.
And how long did it take to finish this film?
About 3 years.
Yeah. Okay. That's good though. That's good.
Yeah, well, you had the pandemic, so that added a little bit of a speed bump.
It certainly did. It totally did. All right, we're going to pop on to Andrew Palmer. Are you there? Can you hear us? Yeah?
Yeah.
No
sorry,
technical
we got
difficulties. Okay,
disconnected.
great. So just going to quickly say once again, thank you for being the best film last year. And if you guys haven't seen it, it's up there, Anne and Andy. It's awesome. You should see it. It's a romantic comedy, and I just love it. It's really. How long did it take for you guys to make that film, actually?
Oh my God! I started writing it in 2013. We started filming in 2015, and then we finally got it across the board in 2017.
Wow. Yeah, it takes
so it was a
time.
labor of love.
Yeah, it shows it. It's really lovely. And Andrew, tell us how Slugger, your video, his video, Slugger, is in the festival this year as well. And so tell us a little bit about that.
Slugger is a music video for the band Dreadwolf. We would go up every year to Minnesota for a small little festival called Matfest, where we would do a little charity show. One year I just decided to bring my camera and kind of get some footage of everybody, and I pieced it all together. They released their song in about February, I think, of this year, and we put out the music video at the exact same time. And then in May, Kevin Clark, most know him as the drummer from School of Rock, but he was the drummer in Dreadwolf too, and in May, he passed away.
Oh.
So, yeah, we submitted this in his honor, kind of. There's a lot of him hanging out and having fun up there with us. It was, tough time to go through.
Yeah. Was it COVID related or no? No.
No, he got hit by a car, 1 a.m, and I mean, as awful as it's been, it's actually helped make some real changes in that intersection too.
Okay.
It was a really dangerous intersection. So the city has gotten involved, and it sucks that it took a famous person passing away to get that done, but...
It does. And when's your next film? What's your next film?
Next film, I'm on draft 2 of a feature film right now. I don't know if I could call it a very punk rock film. It's all about lucid dreaming. We'll see where it goes.
Interesting. It's alternative and cool. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. All right. So let's go back to the Mormons, our special guests. Tell me how long are you going to keep the Mormons going for? It's been 20 years, right? So how's it going?
It's been 23 years, actually. And guess because of the pandemic, it was kind of anticlimactic. 23rd, year anniversary. We didn't even play. Just recently started playing again.
Can everybody hear you really well, or is it just me? Okay, all right.
Everybody here? Is that all right?
Yeah, that's better. A little better.
Yeah, I'll get up a little close here. But yeah, I don't know. It's been. I never thought that the band would go for so long, but I guess we just we broke. You know how every band kind of breaks up? They go, "Oh, we broke up." Gets all dramatic, and they're like, "Oh, we're breaking up, man." And then all of a sudden, like 3 months later, they're playing again. And then, a year later, they fight again. Something happens. Oh, we broke up, man. Not never again. We just started playing again.
Boston's.
Us, we just thought, whenever that happened, we just kind of we never said we're breaking up. And, we've had 19 members in the band over the past 23 years. And, all just friends and people we know. And,
well, it must be funny, like when you say you're going to break up and then all you got to do is just show up with the outfit on and you're like, oh, we're back in the band again.
Maybe later on when we're too old, See, that's the thing, we don't want to, look ridiculous up there, you know what I mean? And, I gotta admit, we're kind of getting up there in age, once we're, we're in our 40s, I know we're going to so... that's a good question. I was thinking, when it starts to be ridiculous, maybe we franchise it out to some youngsters. You know what I mean? It'll be like a Mormons 2 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And we keep writing the music. I don't know. Who knows? Just trying to survive.
Texas branch.
Yeah, there you go.
So I know at least one of you is works with one of the top agents over there, so I'm not saying anything unless you want to, but works with one of the top agents in Los Angeles. And yeah, go ahead.
The guy you see right now is the guy you're talking about, and he actually had to leave. He rode his bike out of here, and he had to split. He's looking for a house in this university. But yeah, he does work for an agency. I don't know really that much what he does.
Yeah, so that's very interesting. Yeah.
I know it's funny, but I'm looking at everybody's projects, talking about their projects and stuff, and everything looks really cool. Like I gotta say, this movie looks cool. There's some stuff that I really want to check out. Based on what you guys are telling me. So I just wanted to mention that all that stuff is really cool. We've been involved in a bunch of festivals, and it's kind of just a lot of it's just kind of scatterbrained, where we're just it's like a hodgepodge of just different stuff, But this seems like a very cool festival. We're always, happy to be a part of anything, you know what I mean? We're good to be a part of this, but this one seems pretty cool. I can't wait to see you guys' stuff. We just did a music video. All we did is it's a video of us, our 20-year anniversary. We filmed it over at Cafe Nella. It was a Naga Punk Cafe Nella. It was like our headquarters. Every scene needs a clubhouse.
And Gordon, may I ask Gordon, how did your music get to be in SLC Punk, which is a previous winner at the LA Punk Film Festival?
It got, basically in Reader's Digest, we just got back from touring Europe, and speaking of breaking of the band, I'm the only one that has probably 6 times, and I broke the band up, and then right then this producer called me who was producing SLC Punk and asked if we wanted to play in the movie, and I was like, yeah. And then I think I told you earlier, Pete Finestone from Bad Religion was on our drums, and Steve drove from the Stones was still on our guitar. But the deal is that Pete was like, "How much money are we gonna get?" And I'm like, "Dude, they're flying us to Salt Lake City. We get to be in this movie. We get per diem. Let's not worry about it." But he worried about it, so we didn't do it. So basically, I asked them if they wanted a song. They said, "Sure. What do you want to give us?" And I said, "How about our cover of Mirror in the Bathroom?" And they said, "Cool." And then they put that in there. They said, "What about it?" I go, "Don't worry about it." And then Triple X kind of called them up when they were giving them a little hell for it. And I said, "I know that our CD is on Triple X, but we're punk. We never signed." So tell Triple X that I gave you the song, and if they want to pursue it, I'll sue them. But I still love Bruce Duff. We're still good friends. But that's how we ended up in SLC Punk. And little did we know at that time the cult movie was going to be, and what a great movie it turned out to be. You know, I wish I was in it. I was supposed to be the lead singer in the big concert scene, but c'est la vie, baby.
I'm going to run over to Kyle for a second. So, Kyle, what advice do you have for anybody wanting to start their punk band past 30 years old? And I expect a joke from you, and at least one swear word too.
Well, I always I'm doing, so I start there. I just surround myself with people that do know what they're doing. And it usually works out.
Yes, with smarter people around you.
I bring the, at the time, like it was, you asked me about the comedy thing, like, I replaced the comedy with the punk band, like, so I mean, we just played Alex's bar the other night down in Long Beach, like, so I'm just still doing stand-up just with really dope musicians. That's all I'm saying, let's just get better people.
That's good.
Awesome.
I'm an anchor, so, yeah. Like the one, yeah. So yeah, surround yourself with better people. It's always a good business model.
And
Hey, Kyle,
they're
I got
all
a
right
question.
here. They're all right here.
You're talking about like earlier your movie, like about like the whole GameStop thing. Like
Yeah.
what was the inspiration? And did you lose the dog or what?
No, so I got real big into stocks over the pandemic, and stock options, more specifically, and I saw GameStop at $38, thought I missed the train, so I stayed away from it. But next day it was at like $200 and something. I jumped on Nokia, lost $10 grand, but it wasn't realized. So it was fake $10 grand anyway. It wasn't like real $10 grand. But lost $10 grand on it, and like just felt like the internet like became a different thing, man. This breed, it felt punk rock as hell. Like it was this breed of like new money that had experienced money for the first time that never had access to it and got fucked by this big giant dude that we don't know other than the man. You know what I mean? Like we got fucked. Like people straight got the shaft. And I was like, I mean, this is like everything I want to do. I could, it's a good show. It's a good it's a good theme, made a good song, and had I had a lot of fun with the video. I mean, my favorite lyric is "My wife left me like my dad." Like that's
Right, Gordon.
I did it for all the Reddit people, man. All the Reddit punks out there.
I want
It's
to.
better than your wife left you for your dad.
And yeah,
That's a hell of a worth right there.
there are some good jokes there.
You gotta start a punk band after 60, okay?
The hip replacement.
Both hips.
So I want us to all, enjoy the festival. The very first film that's coming up right now, it's all the hardcore Italian punk. So, and it's from 2015 to 2020. And I think that's what I love about punk is it keeps growing, Everybody, sorry. That's what I love about punk.
Yeah, you froze up.
Am I here? Okay. And that's what I love about punk is it just keeps growing around the world, and every time they try to, make it a commodity out of punk, it just becomes more elusive and just always becomes, I mean, it was amazing actually when you think about it that ska and punk bands before COVID in like Colombia and Chile and all that were playing to like huge arenas. So I mean, yeah, we've always got an audience, so it's pretty cool. Punk's 15 to 75 years old, yay! So I'm gonna love you all and let you go, and thank you for all of you being here, filmmakers and special guests, musicians. I appreciate you all. Let's have fun at the festival, and I'll see you at the awards on Monday, October 11th, 7 p.m.